The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns.
Bradley Pinion set to
Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get... It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And we are underway in this AFC wildcard weekend contest. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
6 yards. It's second down.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Third and 4 coming up now. On the draw, to give to Harvey. And he made a bid from infield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That one gains 7. And it's going to be first down Denver.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. On the toss, it's Algier. And the hit helped send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. Second and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Second down carry for Algier. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup.
It's Algier on third. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. On to punt on fourth down. It's Bradley Pinion. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. Connects on run to Jameson Williams. Free inside the 30. To the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Vacates quickly left side. He's going to keep it this time.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
A give right side. Here's Algier. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Pickup of 5 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Get some space around midfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Broncos 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
We send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Play action with Nix. Mims with the grab. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for Algier. And he's not going to manage managed to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Algier has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they've got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to...
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard.
Touchdown, Broncos.
A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. It's on target to Williams. Gets it to the 15. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Judkins. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Throwing from the gun here. And this defense is holding up. Had somebody ready to knock it away, and that's going to force 3rd and goal.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 7. Jason Sanders set.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB a tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Nix from the gun. Into the hands of Pickett. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
And the Broncos first down. It's a gain
On
of
1st and 10, here's Nix. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But the Broncos will get it back. Heads up play to recover that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Looking quickly here.
11 yards on the pickup.
It's a 3rd down, give to Harvey. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th, Nix. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Working now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Sticking to the air here. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
He's going to throw again on second down. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll take him down right along the 30.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
From the gun on third down. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Still sticking with the passing game. This one to Williams out left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third down from the gun. Judkins on the drop down. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, because, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Jason Sanders set to kick
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Beginning on the ground with Algier. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Nix with it on 1st. For big yards on the right side. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down. Here's Nix to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Nix on third down. He's got Sutton complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way.
It's a gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Nix to throw again. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, they go with Algier. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts.
Gain on the play.
And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. They go again with Algier. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Broncos make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Bo Nix touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And another grab for Williams. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Browns first down. Pass play now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up second down. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
He's pulled in by Mecole Hardman. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Brought in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Johnson now on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
1st and 10 from the 32. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
10 yards.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Judkins out the middle, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Back now, pressure coming. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Harvey now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Offense in a hurry up here. On 1st down, it's Nix. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Man in motion here. Shotgun snap to Nix. Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Algier running behind center. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Into traffic, complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
4th down, pass coming. He's got it, complete to Pickett. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the second half with some needed points. George Pickens, the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos get it back to within 6.
Broncos 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Johnson with a return here. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
First down pass.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Pass play coming here. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. It's on target to Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. He's going to throw it again. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Still sticking with the passing game. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up fourth and long. And that will bounce out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Play action with Nix. Got a man. It's Knox. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7.
Nix off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. The tight end in motion now. Here's Algier on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now Nix on third down. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
On fourth down and 5, the offense staying out there. He'll throw it. Finds him on the slant. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Once more, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Pickens, the intended target. So it'll be second down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Caught quickly on the slant. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They got 21 yards on the play, and that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw again. Nix finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Nix to throw again. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a handoff to Algier. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Broncos have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut through to tie it in the 4th. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Nix to score. Broncos 28. Browns 27. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here comes Williams on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. So gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This one to Williams out left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Sticking to the air here. It's his running back. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Throwing it again here. Connecting on the slant. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a Browns 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the Broncos 37.
Here's a throw. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Yet another grab for Williams. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
It's a gain of 20.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. And it's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Number 81. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes third and goal. Third and long for him here. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And this one's recovered by the Broncos. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. And it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Starting on the ground here with Algier. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second down, back to Algier they go. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Algier with another carry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And the Broncos first down.
All set to go now from the 35. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second down carry for Algier. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
On the draw, they get to Harvey. And he's going to be stopped real shy in that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means fourth down coming up. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Setting up to pass. Dumping this one off to Judkins. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Second and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They look to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. Tackle made right around the 26. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
At the 31-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.